Welcome back, fight fans. We're back with more gossip and updates from the Octagon. Ariel Hewani just sent the spiciest response to Dana White. What could this be about? And Daniel Cormier seems highly interested in who defends the BMF title. Also, the Funkmaster has some words for Sean O'Malley after his comments on the Timbo Sugar Show. So keep watching to get all the juicy details from the biggest names in the fight game. Ariel Hewani's response to Dana White. We have all witnessed the Dana White versus Francis Ngannou exchange, which has been going on for the past few weeks. Recently, Dana White responded to Ngannou's PFL contract, saying he signed it because he doesn't want to take risks. However, Ariel Hewani jumped to Ngannou's defense. Hewani thinks White has negatively portrayed Ngannou's record. He said,
between February of 2019 and January of 2022, which is 3 years, he fought 5 times. Now, he hasn't fought in 18 months because he's coming off ACL surgery and was a free agent and had to deal with all that. So to frame that he hasn't fought, he fights once every year, this and that, is a bullshit way of framing all of this. Like, literally, that guy put his life on the line multiple times, was put in detention center multiple times, had to jump off rafts, had to swim, had to do all this stuff, had to live homeless. That guy doesn't want to take risks? Like, what are we talking about now? This has become so ridiculous.
Hewani clarified Dana's comment, stating the UFC released Francis Ngannou as a free agent. He added that they never released him, only his contract expired. They only waived the elongated matching rights. It looks like Hewani caught Dana's manipulation in broad daylight. How will Dana save face now? And what do you think of the way this controversy is progressing? Be sure to let us know in the comments. Poirier vs. Gaethje featuring the BMF title. With the Poirier vs. Gaethje fight finalized in UFC 291, the biggest question is the BMF title. Daniel Cormier anticipates more bouts for the BMF championship now that the UFC has restored the title. Since Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier have been dormant, their comeback will be hype. But Cormier's more excited about who wins the BMF title. He said,
"But I ask you this question. Is this new champion going to defend the BMF title? I believe that these two athletes would go up, they would fight at 155, and they would defend that belt. Because if we're going to keep rolling it out, it has to become a thing that gets put on the line. Especially if these guys aren't fighting for championships. But here's the issue. Masvidal didn't seem to want to defend that championship, even though people called for it many times. Is The Rock going to be there again and make it feel as important as it did in Madison Square? The winner is going to set themselves up for another crack at the championship, with Makhachev being the champ, a new champion's place. And it's always easier, guys, to call for a title fight when you're carrying a belt on your shoulders. And that's exactly what one of these two are going to do in Salt Lake City. But let's not defend the BMF championship, because now it means something.
Aljamain Sterling to Sean O'Malley. And in our most significant update, the Funkmaster isn't coming slow with his response to Sean O'Malley. O'Malley ran his mouth on the podcast The Timbo Sugar Show, saying Aljo has 4 months, which gives him enough time to heal until their fight in UFC 292. He rambled on, saying Aljo should take 2 months off to rest and train hard for 2. It isn't fucking science. The Funkmaster responded with this video on his Instagram. He said,
"Guys, first off, it's not science, you freaking numbnut moron. It's called math, mathematics. You probably forgot because you might have dropped out of high school, or maybe you smoked all your brains away and you completely just forgot the difference between science and mathematics, you know, when you're dealing with numbers. You know, the big numbers that I like to make when I cash out for whooping that ass. Besides the fact, as I said, I'm going to show up August 19th. Not because of you, not because of the fans. I'm showing up because Dana is cutting the check for August 19th. Other than that, you call no shots. I call no shots. So let's stop pretending all this other nonsense. And what is this going to be, about 90 days or 97 days? Last time I checked, I thought that was 3 months, not 4, but I mean, maybe it's science. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe the way you do your math is completely different from me. But yeah, I'm going to take the time off, heal up. Obviously, I have the discipline to become a champion. clearly, like you said, Izzy fights 4 times a year or has fought 4 times a year. How many times did you fight in the last year? Wait. Abu Dhabi, October 22nd, we both fought on the same card. I fought 3 times in 13 months. You fought, I think, once. Wow. That's impressive, bro. That's freaking bro-pressive. Wow. I want to be just like you when I grow up. High all the time, talk like this, and beat all these guys in the top 5 that are still currently in the UFC. Dude, you're such a freaking badass, dude. You're so freaking awesome. Isn't Sean awesome?
He then went on to share this on his story. So who are you guys rooting for in the O'Malley versus Sterling fight? And will Sterling get in shape till the fight? Here's what one fan predicts. If Sean O'Malley knocks out Aljamain Sterling, it's a great chance of happening. It'll be the greatest thing to happen to UFC since Darren Elkins. Meanwhile, another wanted to give O'Malley a taste of his own medicine, tweeting, if Sean O'Malley were to beat Sterling, he should have asked to fight Merab within 3 months. Fair? What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments. Alright folks, that's all the news and gossip for today's video. We'll be back with more in another. Until then, peace out.